Understanding the narcissist mindset. The more you can learn about narcissists, the better you will be at dealing with them. Today I'm going to be going over several core traits that a majority of narcissists display and give you a better understanding of a narcissist mindset. If we were able to identify and understand a narcissist's true intentions right from the start, we'd never get involved with them, because at their core, narcissists are super controlling, self-absorbed, and manipulative. They use everyone they can to get what they need. They are highly defensive and hypersensitive. They don't feel true empathy, so they don't have any regard for your feelings, your rights, or your needs. They lack basic morals, and whatever they want in the moment is what they will go after, and to hell with whoever tries to get in their way. With that said, why do we allow them in our lives? How do we let this happen to us? Well, here's the reason. Narcissists are similar to sociopaths. They are highly skilled at planning their entrance into your life, and they usually succeed, because more often than not, they somehow get away with manipulating you and using you. They trick you into thinking there's something there really aren't. Here's an example, and let me make this perfectly clear. I am not calling out or accusing any narcissist of being a serial killer here. But take a look at Ted Bundy. That dude was a master at manipulation and control. He had the looks, the charisma, and the charm to dupe people into thinking he was a very successful and affluent person. It's how he was able to get away with what he did for so long. But eventually, he was no longer able to maintain that fake person that he had created. Narcissists are similar in that they create this persona. They try to be this person that everyone admires and adores. And they're very skilled at making this happen. Think about it. If they weren't, none of us would be talking about narcissists. It wouldn't be this thing that we have to endure in our lives. So as we look at some of these things and try to understand and uncover the narcissist mindset, it's important to know this. They do understand the difference between right and wrong, but they just don't care. They are of the belief that they create the rules and everyone else must follow those rules. The first thing we do when we let them into our life is we believe what they're telling us, but we need to understand that what they're telling us is just a big pile of crap. And the only way to identify this is to go into every relationship slowly. We need to start pumping the brakes, guys, and take some more time to figure out what this person is really all about. And unfortunately, this rule should apply for every new person you meet, because at first, you don't know this person at all. Chances are they're perfectly normal. They're not a narcissist. But why rush into any relationship and just blindly believe everything you hear? I'm not asking anyone here to be hyper-vigilant. I'm just saying, give things a little more time. Have some added awareness. That can help keep you out of a potentially bad situation. And believe me, it won't take that long before you figure things out, identify they are a narcissist, and understand what their true intentions are. You'll notice early on, they have a higher sense of self-importance. They'll seem like they are above other people. They'll seem all nice and innocent with their thoughts and opinions. And you need to be watching for that, because there's usually an underlying theme, and that is to slowly get you to adopt those same opinions. And the sad thing is, it's mainly all negative stuff. Has this happened to you in the past? Or is it maybe happening right now in a new relationship you're involved in? All I'm saying is be alert and pay attention. Does it seem as if they're trying to use you in any way? Are they using you for money, or maybe to get to another person in your life? Narcissists are great users. They're always thinking about what they can get from you, while you never get anything in return. They always have some sort of plan to take something from you. What you really need to understand here is they are lying to you about pretty much everything. But in some cases, if speaking the truth might get them what they need at the moment, they'll do it. But be prepared, because later on, at some point, that truth will turn into something else. They only provided that truth at the time to keep you engaged. Narcissists are terrible at keeping promises. They'll act so sincere when they promise you things and then fail to follow through with those promises. And since you're a person with higher morals, you'll call them out on things they do, like telling lies or when they do something inappropriate, or even when they're mistreating someone else. You will soon understand that they don't hold these high standards like you, and they'll respond to you when you call them out. They'll say stuff like, "Me? Well, what about you? I've seen you do these same things before." This is what's referred to as victim shaming, guys. It's just another tactic they use to deflect accountability. They are highly skilled at avoiding any blame for anything they do. Another thing that's really important to understand is how narcissists like to heighten your anxiety. So if you happen to be a little bit unstable emotionally, they'll say and do things to make that worse. And they'll do the same thing if you're prone to being depressed, or even if you're short-tempered. No matter what you might see as a weakness in yourself, they will exploit that weakness, and they'll capitalize on those weaknesses and shame you for them. They'll throw those things right in your face and say something like, "See, I told you I'm not the problem. This is all on you." They do these things as part of their exploitation and manipulation of you, because in their mind, when they can shame you, it excuses them for the way they act and treat you. Another important thing to understand is how they will trigger your angry side. They try to get you all worked up and angry, because that's when they're at their best. They love a good fight. And if you attempt to stay calm and try to work out your anger in a more productive way by having a reasonable conversation about the issue, they just won't get it. They just don't understand how to do that. How about this one? Does this situation sound familiar? Do you notice how they like to keep you confused about things? How they tend to ask a lot of loaded questions? They might bring up something you did a week or two ago, and you don't even remember all the exact details. But guess what? They will claim to remember every second of what happened, and they'll have you wondering, did I actually say that? I don't remember it happening that way. This is all about them being evasive. Narcissists are evasive in just about everything they say and do. Another thing you must understand is, narcissists are not loyal people. They don't really have any loyalty to anyone but themselves. They will tell lies about you behind your back. They will do anything they can to keep you down, because when you're down, they feel elevated. The most important thing to understand here is to learn all of these things and identify them as early on as you can. When you start to pay attention to most of the thoughts and opinions narcissists want you to adopt, you're going to notice that they're generally all negative in nature. I mean, what person in their normal mind would want to have a negative mindset like that? Who would want a person like that in their life? I hope that by watching this video, you'll start finding people that have higher morals and ethics. People that will hold you accountable and keep you on a positive path in life. People that will constantly remind you that this person you're dealing with is not healthy for you. Listen real close here, guys. This toxic person in your life doesn't have any true attachment to you. They only want to keep you around to fulfill their own needs. I hope you can finally rid yourself of them and go live the life you deserve, because I know for a fact you deserve better. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep watching for those signs. Stay alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.